was fun.
Because I like casually met you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is really funny.
No, that was brutal. Just winning the awards.
When's the last time you did yoga?
Yoga? That was like, I did yoga like 3 years ago.
Okay.
For like a couple months, but I was in college, so I would get like
Oh.
super hungover on the weekends and then like be over it for the weekdays, but then go to school and be too busy to do it.
Gotcha.
And so eventually I just like stopped going because I didn't have time. Yeah.
Have you ever done hot yoga?
No.
Oh, that's rough.
I mean, I was in Texas, it was all hot, you know?
That's what Sean says about California. It's like, it's all hot.
It's always hot. It's deceptive. It like makes you feel a lot like weaker than what it's supposed to, I guess.
Simple things where you're just holding, they're like, you're just holding your body weight. And I'm like, then why is it so hard? Like your body's shaking, like you're just in plank pose. I'm like, this is gonna be a long hour and a half.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like anytime I'm standing, I'm like technically holding my body weight, and I'd rather not be doing
Yeah.
that. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. I'm like 25, but maybe secretly 57.
It's possible.
Yeah.
And I love Shavasana. I know.
Shavasana?
Shavasana. The last, like the resting pose at the
It
end.
sounds more Yiddish than yoga.
We could say it in
Okay,
that
cool.
accent.
Shavasana. Okay.
Like that's my favorite part. I like take the best little mini nap of my life, and then I'm like, oh yes,
Could
yoga.
you define Shavasana for
It's
the
like
kids
these.
at home and not me? Because I
You
know what that
just-
is.
Sean will teach us.
Oh, okay.
He's our yoga teacher. He'll teach us all about it. You just rest.
Yeah, of course that's your favorite
Don't you
part.
remember you did it?
I don't remember a lot from college, to be quite honest.
Fair enough. fair
Including like any classes.
enough. Same.
I threw it out the window.
Garbage.
Garbage. Well, yeah, literally, I went to film school and I was like, I make YouTube videos, and that's that.
And that was the end of that.
Yeah, I know. I studied like the Wizard of Oz 3-act structure, and then I was out.
As someone who works for yourself, you recognize that you can like work too much and feel a lot of pressure from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Am I assuming
No,
too
no.
much?
Like most YouTubers are workaholics. Like
Yeah.
most of us have an unhealthy relationship with our work just
Yeah.
because of what the platform demands of you in order to compete with other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just got to show up literally every day and create something new.
Totally. Like,
Yeah, and that's
Create
just
monkey.
like, yeah, and that's just one of the platforms. You also have to post on socials all the time, and yeah, it's like a difficult, stressful job.
that's why yoga's been so beneficial to me, is because it is a time where, because it's challenging and you're moving all the time, that I can't really think about anything else. So I can't be worried about like my list of like, well, I got to respond to that email and so it's nice to have the opportunity to at least like shut my brain down.
Yeah.
And relax. So hopefully this is helpful for you out there too. And some of the poses that we do are things that you can integrate. But let's learn from Sean. Let's have him teach us a little bit about yoga so we can see if those skills are still there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, Sean.
Howdy.
This is Jon.
Hey
Jon
there,
and Sean.
Katie.
Hey.
What's up,
High
John?
five.
I got you.
I'm just getting into the yoga thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he hasn't practiced in a while, but we're excited to.
hey,
To
doesn't
learn.
matter.
Is that?
We all started somewhere,
I
so
think-
Thank you.
that's the key, is just getting on the mat.
Which-
That's 90%.
I know getting there is the hardest.
Yeah.
To
Right?
be truthful.
Oh my gosh, it's the bi flag colors.
Oh, look at us.
Anyways.
How those lips taste?
Good.
Are you nervous?
Maybe. I'm tense. We're gonna get through it.
But for my audience who maybe they're not familiar with yoga, what can they kind of expect from a first class? Or if you want to tell them a little about what we're going to do today.
I think, I mean, for me, I was so afraid to get into yoga because I didn't know what to expect. You know, it's like the fear of the unknown. And I had lived this life of going to bars every night and just not wanting to go inward. That's the last thing I want to do, is go on the mat and like face what I was thinking. So, you know, it was very scary for me. But one day I went in and I fell in love with it, you know, and about a month later I stopped drinking for 2 years. And, you know, essentially, of course, you see a lot of people who deal with their day-to-day stresses that come to yoga, you know, so it's a beautiful thing. I think, you know, if you can just do 5 minutes with yourself in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes at night, start off there, you'll notice a huge difference, you know. So I'll just show you some basic stuff everyone at home can do.
Okay, so where do we start?
I would actually say start on your back for everyone at home,
Okay.
just because we don't know about the knees.
Yeah,
So you can start in the back.
I know. Got a little
Is
anthem.
everyone okay? No one's hurt yet?
Nope,
You can lay on your back.
we're
All right,
totally
not afraid of this?
No.
I recommend, they actually do this at the end of practice too, and it's nice to go into the room before you start yoga or with yourself and notice the difference at the end of class. You can really see the benefits. You know what I'm saying?
We were just talking about Shavasana, and he was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Sean will teach us."
Oh yeah, totally.
But it's my favorite.
It's like everyone's favorite because they nap, but usually it's the hardest one too because it's like vairagya is a Sanskrit word. It's like the act of noticing things, but allowing them to pass. You're letting everything happen around you, and you remain present in the moment. It's pretty cool. So we start off our back, take a few minutes to just be with yourself, notice, you know. And then I would recommend taking the soles of your feet, placing them on the floor in front of your sit bones. And then you can just press the soles of the feet into the ground, elevate the hips up. And just feel the activation underneath your erector muscles, your spine. Maybe you lift the toes, grounding the heels, and press into the heels. And then what I want you to do is pull those heels. So you're gonna activate the back of your legs, activating the back of the legs, the hamstrings, and feel the difference. So a lot of times teachers will say, oh, this is right, this is wrong, and they're so stern on that. More so, we're not cookie cutters. Every body is different. Listen to yourself, be a scientist, pay attention to what's going on in your body, and that is like the most important thing I find for coming on the mat. Listening to yourself. And just try to pull your knees to your chest. Maybe wrap your little hands around your shins. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Yes? It feels good. So I pretty much wake up every morning and do the same little thing. Just squeeze yourself. Maybe touch your forehead to your knees.
We can do hard stuff.
I think when most people look at my Instagram, like, that's yoga? Like,
Well, yeah, because you do crazy stuff, yeah. Yeah, we can do some hard stuff.
Give the people what they want.
What do they want? Just
John
they want
said
it hard.
They want the hard stuff.
Down and look down at your toes. Elevate your heels up, just activating the front torso. This is called a line drill. Yeah. Reach your arms back behind your head. Act like, what beach are you on? Are you in the Caribbean? The Maldives?
This is impossible.
Do you have a drink? Is it what kind of cocktail you drinking over there?
Pina colada.
You look like you're in college. Come on, you gotta have drinks. Good, and breathe. Okay, pull the knees in. Reach your hands up, grab the outside edges of your feet, happy baby. Everyone's favorite.
I know, such a good one.
You can play with pulling the knees down towards the ground, allowing your hips to elevate up off the floor. Or you can kick into your hands and bring your pelvis in down towards the ground and try to straighten your legs into your hands. Do you feel the difference? So there's no wrong way, there's no right way, there's just the way that feels good to you. Maybe breathe into the tight areas. Exhaling, bringing the soles of the feet together. This is a Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined. And good, reach the knees away from your shoulders. Good, so now I want you to straighten your legs with your hands, your feet in your hands, and begin to reach your feet up over your head. This might be a little crazy for some of you at home. Try to look back behind you so you keep that natural cervical spine curve. Maybe a little Hot Wheel car could drive underneath your neck. Good. Roll back down. Knees to your chest. Heels to your butt. Knees stack above the hips. Slowly curl up. Begin to straighten the legs out. Keep the feet up off the ground. Act like you like it. Maybe cross the left foot over the right. The right foot over the left. Bring the feet in. Curl up. Whoop. Okay, so these are a lot of times you'll see people put you in like what's called a boat pose. Who doesn't like boats?
I love boats.
All right, but maybe grab the back of your legs, shimmy, shimmy. All right, elevate the feet up, pull the knees together. Do you feel anything? Pull the knees closer towards your armpits. Reach your arms out to the side. Pull your toes towards your shins.
That's a muscle I don't think I've used in a while.
Oh, you don't use that muscle.
Pulling them in.
Okay, just point them. Flex them. Point them. Good, now straighten the left leg up. Ooh, straighten it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Good. And right leg up.
Oh my gosh.
Closer, compression. Okay, great.
I can't
Good.
wait for the gifts of this.
Grab the soles of the feet together and just have a seat. A lot of times you can elevate your hips up on something.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how close you get your heels to your privates. Come all the way back one more time to your favorite. Everyone wants abs, right? These days.
This is what it takes.
I want to eat chips and burgers and have abs.
Same.
This is good. Inhale, come up. Katie. So try to use your breath. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Squeeze your legs together. Compress. Utilize every single little abdomen you have on the front body. Pull the shoulders down your back. I believe in you. I believe. Just picture a prize at the end. We're gonna go till he gets it right.
He looks really cool.
Do I look like that?
Ooh.
Hold for a minute. Watch your shows. You can go scissor kicks. Good. Roll up. Roll back. Roll up. Roll back. And again, like if it's actually harder if you keep your legs bent. So if you can straighten your legs, if you could just find it in you to straighten the legs a little bit,
I've just never.
it just makes it a little easier.
That's
Maybe
just
bend
not
one.
how my body really does
Maybe
things.
bend one. Do whichever one works.
Doing it.
Good. So I recommend like in whatever class or whatever you're doing, like just work on those. Cause nothing's gonna hurt more when you're like old and not able to move your body. So you might as well start now, yeah?
Yeah. Sean gonna do like cool things.
You bend, what's it called?
The tripod.
Oh, you can put your head down on the tripod?
I wish I'd started these when I first started, but everyone's still here. So you can press your hands into the ground and lift your hips up. And then squeeze, lift up.
The hell?
But if you do it every day, you'll get it. Yeah.
Not just pretend to do it like in my
Squeeze your anus. Squeeze your anus.
Okay.
Blossom your anal flower.
Goodness gracious.
These are the kind of terms you're gonna hear in yoga. Turn to the right.
true.
Place your right hand behind your
in West
hips.
Hollywood. I don't know.
And then just kind of press your elbows into the floor, lift your center of your chest up, tucking your shoulders underneath. Allow your knees and your feet to splay out to the side. Allow your breath to slow down. Allow your palms to turn up towards the sky. Draw your attention to your heart. Feel your heartbeat begin to slow. Relax. Relax. Relax.
Do you want us to go first? That's what I was like. This isn't a normal situation. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you check out Jon's channel. Make sure you check out Sean's Instagram. I'll link everything in the description. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
They move the sides of your mouth to your ears. I'm like,
He has like smile.